How's that, guy? We got anything going now? Nobody's watching it anymore. Hello. It was just your stupid iPhone. Huh. iPhone is not superior. Who would have thought? I knew it. I knew it all along. iPhone is not superior. All right. Should we talk about what you did yet? Since Sky's watching. I was proud of him, Sky. You maybe not so much will be, but Rock City Comics, what's up? What's up? I'll tell you what, I don't feel as beat as we did last year after this con.
No.
That one extra day killed us last year. Of course, there wasn't as much going on this year, it seemed like.
There was a lot busier this year, though.
No, I think Saturday last year was pretty damn busy.
They didn't sell it last year. This year they did.
Well, Kevin Eastman sold out. Let's be honest. The Turtles sold out this weekend. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Saturday last year I felt like was just as bad, like not being able to move. Because imagine how many people were standing in line for Eastman all day this year. Like, if they were on the floor, then yeah, it probably would have been impossible to move around. Impossible to move around. So, I don't know. But,
You saw the Batman last night?
oh, third time. I saw the Batman 3 weekends in a row. 3 Saturdays in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Batman.
Mediocre at best.
Oh, don't even. Don't even. I will say, after seeing it a third time, I'm not sure my statement that it was better than Dark Knight. I don't know that I still agree with it. But I still rank it at number 2 or 3. To me, I like it better than the Keaton, which I know some people are going to freak out. But I think if you rank Pattinson as Batman, along with the others, he's got to be close to the top. And a lot of people say, oh, but he was a terrible Bruce Wayne. He wasn't supposed to be a good Bruce Wayne. This movie was about him. He doesn't know how to be Bruce Wayne because he spent so much time being Batman. Even noted it in the beginning. He's pretty much become a nocturnal animal. Him leaving the eye paint around his eyes for pretty much the whole movie. Like, he only knows how to be Batman right now. He is completely forgotten and has no interest in being Bruce Wayne. So I thought they did a good job of getting that point across, though. And I think if he hadn't have had the long hair, people would be like, oh, he's emo. Like, I don't know what an emo is. But I also looked at it like, you know what? If some of that stuff happened to you, that would mess with you. All the other Bruce Wayne we've seen, like, they're just, it's almost like they don't have any issues up here from the stuff they've been through. And I feel like a person would definitely have some stuff going on. You would definitely have some issues. We only have 2 people watching. It's Sunday, man. What are you people even doing today? I mean, I'm not selling on whatnot, so there shouldn't be any reason people aren't here.
Display everybody that jumped in at first. They're like, oh, we can't see or hear. We're just going to leave.
Right? You message our chat and let them know we're live. We're trying to get the maps back up and going again here on the Google. Got to get the Google maps going.
For 121 miles, continue.
Oh, we still have 3 hours and 45 minutes before we get back to Huntsville. Or, it's actually not Huntsville, it's Alabama.
No, it's actually Huntsville.
Is it? Okay.
That's a Huntsville address.
Oh. Well, before we get back to Huntsville, and then another 3.5 hours for me to get back home to Georgia. So
It's only 2 hours and 40 minutes.
long rides, long rides.
So what is this? Oldest generation.
All right, what is he saying here? The majority perception of Batman, like he was a passable Bruce Wayne, but an exceptional Batman, that's discounting the oldest generation. "65 South. Yes, we are. We are on 65 South.
For 120 miles.
I like that he didn't really say much, too. Like, I liked that. Like, he didn't have to say much. He didn't. I like that, like, the shadows, like, just the signal being there, the fear that was just running rampant in Gotham. Like, that enabled him to not have to be everywhere at once. That took care of the little fish, and he was able to take care of the big fish. I really hope we don't see the Joker in the next movie, though. I think we need to go a different route. We don't have to have the Joker every single time. I think the only time we haven't gotten the Joker in Batman was the Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. But out of all the other Batman, I mean, you got them in the Nolans, you got them 2 or 3 times in the previous 80s and 70s.
Because they've done Two-Face, Joker. Oh, Justin's calling.
What do you want, Justin?
Hello, Justin. You're on live with us right now.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. YouTube.
Do you want?
I'm not going to say what I was about to say, and the reason why I called.
All right, hold on. I'll see if I can get you just on with me instead of. Can you hear me? All right, you're just with me now, not YouTube or Dustin.
Yeah, absolutely, Rocket City. Absolutely. What's up, John?
Oh my God! Do you want me to just tell everybody why you called? No, I'm not. That makes me feel awkward to say it out loud.
Let me see it so you can tell me.
Hold on.
You talked to John.
Hello, John.
What happened? Justin? Okay, so tell me now.
Dunkin' Donuts sucks compared to Starbucks. But a black coffee is a black coffee. That's where you really know, guys, real quick.
Okay.
If
Well,
coffee's good or not.
I can,
Just
I'm
pure.
sure that's accurate.
Stop it. It's just not that great. The con went very well, John. It was very busy. Dustin got to sit in the elevator with JDF and talk to him.
Oh, yeah. This morning, whenever I was in the lobby, JDF walked through and got to talk to him, so that was cool.
Well, but King, we got, I would say, without a doubt, collectively, our biggest haul ever.
No doubt.
Ever.
All right, well, I guess let us know if you do that again.
That's what goes to join. He's welcome to.
All right.
You want to join?
You want to join the live stream? Okay.
Justin's not he's a rule follower. So
All right, well, we'll talk to you.
Bye. Miss you. He doesn't care. You're recapping the first 7 minutes, please. Yeah, no, the first few minutes that we weren't audible, we weren't really talking about anything too specific. We were just trying to get it set up, but yeah. So we can recap Lexington, since we didn't really do a Babylon. That's what we should have done. The ride home Babylon, and we should have just left Justin audible so he could talk. But it's fine.
Yeah. This year, I was not even close to. I mean, I picked up one crazy book, but it's nothing compared to what Nick picked up. This is literally a Two Brothers Comics record-breaking con for multiple reasons. Because, one, I wasn't the one that picked up the most amount of books. I probably picked up the most amount, but I didn't pick up the most expensive books, the biggest books. And Nick actually bought books. He never buys books.
I would say Justin bought the most volume.
You think he bought more than me?
Probably. I think so, because he was picking up a lot of ASM ones.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So I picked up the least amount of books. That's a record.
And I just picked up everything I wanted except for 2 books, which I should have just picked up the second one.
You should have just picked
And I
it up,
should have picked up the other one.
You're never going to get a chance to get that book for that price again, I bet.
We'll see. But again, it's more of a...
what if it jumps by 30% next week?
What, Submariner?
No.
Oh, it is what it is.
I'm saying, you know it's gonna hit you in the gut a little bit.
But again, I couldn't do that. I couldn't, like, we're literally disclosing it's not something I can do. But what I did get was...
I would have at least got the guy's number and been like, hey.
I can contact him anytime.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Dustin knows him. Okay.
I'm pretty... Isn't that the Laughing, the comic Laugh? No, it's Battlegrounds?
I don't think that was Battlegrounds next one. They work it. Dustin works at Battlegrounds. But yeah, we could probably get you in touch with the guy to get that book.
What was the book you passed on? So ASM #1 is the big book I passed on.
Yeah,
and then Submariner 1. But the other books I got that we got
Submariner 1 doesn't even come close.
These are my short-term investment. Longer-term investment.
The Submariner 1 he passed on cost less than the taxes on the books he bought. If that gives you guys any kind of...
Yeah, I found out it was one for like $3,000 under GPA.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't, because we haven't closed on this house, so I can't, I can't justify throwing that money and then having to, until we close. So, but maybe they'll set up a lot, so maybe they'll be there. That'd be neat.
I bought mainly Batman. I went back crazy this weekend.
Mine was Spider-Man.
Yeah, he went with Spider-Man. Because, I don't know, it seems like the way I do things is kind of like, I get stuck on one character for a year. You know, I did Captain America for like a year. I got everything I could want Captain America. There's maybe one book. I need a 109.
It was 8,500, and I probably, the way those guys were doing deals, I probably could have got it closer to 8 or 75.
Yeah, cold hard cash. $7,500 bills would have probably got it.
It was good, Tyler. That's what we're talking about, the con.
Good, man.
But first day we went in and just kind of walked around. We didn't do.
That was the day we bought.
That was the day we kind of bought.
We walked around. We hit every comic booth. Well, so we thought. We checked the walls, did a little digging, and we started on the one side where the big booth that we talked about pretty much since last year, where they were, and they weren't there this year. So we started there, walked all the way around. We thought they weren't there, so we were like, man, this sucks, dude. Like, that was the reason we were coming. They were literally the very last booth we got to. If we just started on the opposite side, they'd have been the first booth we went to.
Tyler, if you listen to a recent Babylon, I got every single book I listed except for 2. That's a #1 and a 129.
Yeah.
That's because there wasn't any low grades 129 anywhere.
I did find someone who had the notorious 9.2 Mortal Kombat book. Same book I got. They had it in a 9.2. Except they had the one that was the mail-in, so theirs wasn't as rare as the one I have. Artwork. I think we're gonna do like a video highlighting them specifically. Would be cool. Just highlight the artwork specifically, like do a con haul. We'll do our individual comic hauls, and then maybe we can try to record together and do an art haul. Because we got some really cool original art. Yep. Today's was absolutely fantastic. The stuff we picked up today was mind-blowing. Mind-blowing art. And the guy does it all with a #2 pencil. Blew our freaking minds. It looked like sure. Grabbed a couple things. Justin grabbed the one big book he wanted to grab. Unfortunately, he pulled the trigger before we got to a booth that had it for a much better price. However, he got the book. He got the book. So, and we spent money with a booth that those guys. I think we're friends with those guys. I don't think that we're
in Pancake Cat.
yeah. Wait till you guys hear about Pancake Cat in the Lexington Con video.
See if we
Several videos for the con. We did a lot of riding on. We did a lot of riding around on motor scooters, electric scooters.
No, it's not bad at all for an ASM1 Rock City. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, Justin got some really good stuff. He got some good run fillers. So
yeah, he got run fillers. He got one book. It was a bigger book he wanted. I didn't actually get any of the books I wanted because they were not there. There was one Fantastic Four #3 in the whole building. It was missing 4 pages, and somebody had taken a pen and outlined the Human Torch and scribbled on him, and it was like really, really deep.
we'll see. And there was that first Silver-Age Submariner I was about to pick up, but then you look at it, and it wasn't even a comic anymore. It was just pure tape.
Yeah,
And not like clear tape, like old.
and it was a 0.5, right?
1.5.
Oh, it was a 1.5. Okay.
I think so. Yeah. And it was complete, but man,
How much they want for it?
1,100
Yeah, that was still a little much. Still a
for
little much.
sure.
But if it was an investment, somebody down the road, Fantastic Four #3, I could not do. It was only $600. I couldn't buy it. It was missing 2 wraps, which means it was missing 4 pages, which you can't just run back pages. So that's pretty. The bummer.
I'm not like big on grade, but it has to be complete.
Yeah,
And the cover can't
it's
be
got to
complete
present.
enough.
It's got to present well and be complete. I only saw like 3 books around the whole place, and they weren't really covers that I liked. So I was like, I'm not going to spend the money on it just because I'm here.
I'm just adjusting your video down to 720 instead of 1080,
Oh, okay.
so
Right.
it'll stream a little better.
I figured I'm not going to spend the money on them just because I'm here. Which I thought I got a good deal on it, and then Nick looked it up on GBA, and we realized I got a really good deal on it.
That's another thing we're going to talk about is like, because I've been bugging Hudat, and Dustin's going to send him a book for it, but I went ahead and paid for a GPA, and that was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, no way I could do that, man. No way.
That's kind of my holdup. And like, I walked up to this group. I don't care about
It was a really nice copy. I would be surprised if it's not. I could see that book hitting a 4.0. I honestly could.
like
I've got 4.0s that don't look that good.
I'm really into like 1.5s to 3.0s.
Yeah.
You know.
Those books, though, you need to send those books send them to Red Hood, or send them to the guy that we sent the Turtles books to get pressed and clean before you send them in. You need to send those to somebody who's going to be able to like really, really sit and take some time on them. It's really, really good with that kind of stuff. I know Red Hood's he does like anything Skeff gets that's super big. He sends there. A lot of people use Red Hood. He deals with a lot of super expensive high-end stuff, and I think that's where you definitely should send those in. He's a magician of sorts. He's the one I'm probably going to send my 181 to see if he can do anything with it. But I wasn't extremely impressed with how your last set came back from being pressed and clean, so I think send it somewhere else, give them a shot. We didn't see many people from YouTube there, or followers. We had this one big guy. He's like tall and kind of loud, and he came up and he was all excited to see us, so that was cool.
He called us his big fans, but Honestly, we're probably his only fans.
Yeah. A lot of the vendors knew us though. That was
A couple people
yeah. There was several of the vendors that because I was wearing this hoodie most of the time, so that everybody would know, hey, that's us. Bright red Two Brothers Comics hoodie, and a couple of the vendors.
CBCS came up to us.
Yeah, CBCS. They
We
walked
didn't have a
up.
chance.
Yeah, we never even went back over there. I hate we didn't do that, but we didn't.
Time to switch out Justin has noticeably kind of. Oh, so I'm Nick. But no, we've only been driving for like an hour. I'm Nick, Dustin, and then the old man who's almost 40 is Justin.
Yeah.
Dude, we have 2 years, and then we can plan him a 40th birthday party. We're gonna fly up there. Oh, you're good, man.
Flying anywhere.
Oh, we may be flying somewhere.
I'm not flying anywhere.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I ran into Carmen San Diego. That was cool.
Oh, you're fine, man.
And I said,
You're good.
oh, look, there she is. And she was doing a thing, I guess. If you said something like that, she gave you stickers. So I got a Hong Kong and an American one. She took a picture with me.
Dustin got to take a picture with a $200,000 book and a $100,000 book.
Yeah, I did. It was super cool.
That'll be the thumbnail.
Yep. And the $100,000 book, I bought a book that was an homage to that book. It's a pretty big deal. It's 10 times cheaper, but
It's almost 1,000 times cheaper. Yeah, literally. Yeah,
no, 10 times.
100 times cheaper.
100 times.
100. I don't know why I skipped 100.
Yeah, 100 times. 100 times cheaper. Yeah, I didn't buy a $10,000 book.
I might go to Indiana Comic Con. I've heard Indiana's actually decent.
Yeah, I forget who else was talking about that.
One of the artists. So JDF's super nice, man. We did our stuff at Huntsville Expo last year. We were doing the media and stuff for him, and he had just came out. And I'm up close recording, and then he waved me over there, and he brought me over to the side. And he was like, "Look, man," he goes, "I know y'all are doing your job, so just get as close to me as you want to. Just avoid the crowds." He goes,
He played to the camera so well, like.
"Oh yeah," gave us some slow-mo shots. Super nice guy. But yeah.
I think ride the elevator with him. He was staying like 2 floors below us. Nick saw him yesterday morning, and he wasn't 100% sure it was him.
Yeah, it was just weird when we
Yeah.
saw him further away versus literally like.
Yeah.
I mean, I was this close to him,
Yeah.
but there's only one person in the world that has that look and wears those kind of suits, unless literally when I say poser, like just literally trying to mimic JDF.
Yeah.
But he just looked so different.
He has an aura about him, and he carries himself in a way.
And the bag was like, okay, that's a very expensive
Yeah,
bag.
yeah. So, but yeah, it was cool yesterday when I jumped on the elevator with him, and then this morning I'm waiting for Nick to come downstairs, and here comes freaking Jason David Frank walking out of the elevator, just hanging out. I'm like, dude, this is so cool.
Well, he posted an Instagram story, and then JDF was like, "Was that your Instagram post?"
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
But it was funny. Dustin forced himself on the elevator yesterday.
Well, I was already standing there with him like the whole time, so like I knew, like if nothing else, it's just gonna be me, JDF, and his handler. But I played it cool. I didn't want to bother him or anything. He just got done signing and doing all that stuff all day, and so I didn't even say anything to him. I just,
What up, Turk?
just enjoyed the experience of riding an elevator with my childhood hero.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was okay this year. It was a lot busier, less comic vendors this year, but hopefully next year.
There was definitely more vendors last year.
Yeah.
Specifically, the vendor I got that Walking Dead 1 from, I would have liked to have seen them because they had a lot of Golden Age last year, and they were not there this year. So
There were a lot of people complaining. They're like, this is just turned into an anime convention.
yeah, that's one thing that I'm like, man, and a lot of conventions are turning into that. Like
But
just
it sells right now, so I mean, you can't necessarily blame them.
yeah. So I don't know, when you're there for the comics and it's a comic convention and all it is anime stuff, like it's like, man, you guys have your own anime conventions. Go away.
They do.
That's the way I feel about it anyway.
But I mean, like, none of that stuff bothers me. I definitely don't think they could take like some people were taking their young kids, and like some of the artwork that they have, and like that's a little racy to be carrying around a kid. And some of these people, the way they're dressed with like so much. But Jesus, these people didn't bathe this year.
Oh my God.
There was several times, especially on the escalator, where stuff's either wafting down or up. I'm like, at one point, I literally almost dry heaved.
Yeah, I know exactly what you were talking about. It was right when we were about to start filming the game show.
Oh, and we scootered, man.
So I said earlier, yeah, we got to ride some electric scooters.
Oh my gosh, that was. I bet you I had to have spent $20 or $30 on scooter rides. I don't even care. So fun. And it was cold. It was 31 degrees riding around on an electric scooter. But that was fun.
We did some different stuff this year, though. We did a couple of different little games that we recorded. We had the Bob Barker microphone. So that was fun. Nick came up with one game we did, and then I came up with another one. And
all those car things are going to go around me like, guy, there's 9 semis, and they about got into a wreck. That's why I slowed down.
We bought books from the vendors that we did the games at their booths and gave them away. So if you're at a Comic-Con that you see we're going to be at, you might want to stay close to us because you never know when we're going to start just randomly doing comic-themed games where I think we gave out a $25 or a $30 book and a $10 or a $15 book.
Next year, we're going to buy a $1,000 book, and the last person to let it go wins it.
We're going to have to reach out to a sponsor to help us out with that one, and I know exactly what sponsor would do it. Yeah, not a sponsor, a partner. But, yeah, we might have to get our new partner, Whatnot, to sponsor a $1,000 book for a comic book game. But
Mr. Beast, I don't think that's the who that is.
Talking about Hank?
No, Mr.
Hank
Beast.
McCoy? The Beast? The Beast, Hank McCoy. What was your favorite cosplay you saw?
That Wookiee was really good.
He was tall as shit.
Yeah.
Did you see that really tall Darth Vader there, too? There was a Darth Vader there almost as tall as him. That Wookiee guy, I don't think he was wearing any kind of, like, big shoes either.
Yeah, he was, because that was the guy at the art booth with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he made a mention. He goes, look, you saw me in my Wookiee costume yesterday, that really big one. So, yeah, a lot of those guys have stilts they'll put in.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, that's really cool. That's smart, I guess.
It's like the painter or the drywall.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
That is awesome. What is that?
Yeah, Tyler, Dustin, I got a picture for our thumbnail with a $100,000 and a $200,000 book. There was an AF-15 and stuff like that sitting there, but we didn't get there early enough.
Outside of, like, Action 1 and a Tech 27, everything else was there. At one booth. At one booth.
How much were they selling second Hulk 1 for?
I don't know. So this booth sold one Hulk 1 this year to a guy that was looking at it last year. They sold it for $10,000. They had another Hulk 1 still there. They had 2 AF-15s. They had the 2 books that are going to be on the thumbnail. They had like
It blew my
3 or
mind,
4
they had one of them in a
FF1s.
PGX. I would, like, and he's like, no, you don't crack that kind of. I'm like,
It was a 6.0 too, but yeah.
bro, not in a PGX, man. I could not justify spending. Oh, was that $200,000 book in a PGX?
No, that one was in a CGC. It was the $100,000 one.
If I ever had a book that big, though, I would take it to CBCS and be like, look, I know you guys never had a book graded, at this, like, $1 million level or whatever.
You never know, they might have.
Well, nothing's ever sold at that. I think there's been a record.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah, all the record sales are CGC, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys will grade this for nothing,
And
then you can use it
and
for
put it all over your social media that it belongs to us. I think the biggest book at the con, I'd say I think they were Batman books.
Yeah, you held them both.
Yeah.
Unless you count the Angry Girlfriend. I still think that's it. It's get the popularity, like
It's just comic legend at this point. I mean, it's just been something that's been around, and the legend of that book has been around for 30 years. So that's all it comes down to.
Thunder Buddies. Man, there's nothing in Kentucky.
I can't believe CGC didn't notate the label though. Like, you knows it would just notate the damn label.
No, well, so I see what you're saying for A. No, these people just stank and take a bath. Yeah, we did a video with Dustin. So Dustin is the guy that owns it now. It was Shane, and then he passed.
Yeah, we'll have an interview segment video that where I sat down with the guys that own it and talked to them. They're buddies of ours anyway. I mean, we've known them forever. Yeah, I mean, I got my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 from those guys. I mean, I've been in their house and hung out with them. I mean, they're great guys. His name's Dustin, so I already had an in, but
It's Dustin Ruff, or was it Shane Ruff?
Shane is the one that passed.
No, what's the last name?
Dustin Ruff.
Dustin Ruff. Okay.
Yeah. Rock City. Well, it's definitely not helping their case.
Oh, my God.
They're definitely not helping their case.
Oh, man. I feel like Whack Comics should buy an ASM-14 and recreate the Angry Girlfriend variant and whackify it.
That'd be an expensive whack right there.
Talk about a whack hack.
They would probably receive some serious hate mail for that one.
Yeah. Hold on. You can use my phone. Oh, Dustin, pull out the. Oh, show those off. I got mine packed up, but we finally got them.
Who said these are for you?
I don't remember his username. We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, and he's been on our show a few times. Watched it. So we finally got these from Justin. These are from one of our subscribers.
He was doing a table at the con that Justin went to.
Yep. So there's,
Selling his
Batman, which Nick could not figure out who
No,
it
you
was.
couldn't figure it out. I'm the one that figured it out.
No.
Or Justin couldn't. I knew what it was.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Justin didn't know what it was, and we knew exactly what it was. That's right. We got the Two Brothers comics. So we got those.
And then the Spider-Man's back there. Justin was supposed to get one of these, and I think he didn't. That's sick.
And then the Daredevil. Maybe we'll use this as a giveaway. Daredevil magnet. Wood burned Daredevil.
Tyler, I'm not saying I like Amazing Spider-Man 14, but I definitely may or may not own one.
So we got that. Jalapeno chips. I was just going to see if there was anything in here that... Okay, so there's nothing like super big about these, so I won't feel bad for showing these. I'll show you guys a couple books I picked up. So I've been picking up a lot of the New 52 stuff. I think this is the second or third copy of this one I got, Batman #3. David Finch with the New Avengers 15 cover. Awesome. Man, this book is like $30, and I picked it up for $5. I didn't realize how expensive it was. But the gold or the foil, Power Rangers 49, Green Ranger. I got this for $15. What? Who gets this for $15, bro? John Byrne at his finest. $15. And then for $5, I got this awesome Illuminati book, which to me is one of the coolest Mr. Fantastic covers ever. He just looks awesome. I don't know why, but he just looks super tough, all stretched out. I think he definitely steals the show on this cover. So pick those up. Mark. Then I picked up a lot of big Batmans. Not big Batman. I got two of them that are. I got one Batman book that's like a big Batman book, and I got another Batman book that's like a big Batman book. And then I just got some cool covers that I really wanted, a small little run that I really like the covers on, some McFarlane stuff. But, I mean, the two main Batman covers, they made Bearded Comic Bro a little jelly, so I feel good about them. Especially the prices I got them for. Can't be mad at all.
Yeah, I'm not grabbing the ESM2 other than the fact that it's the third. No, it's not even the third appearance of Peter Parker because I think he was in something else before that.
Oh, yeah, I can't because my phone.
I already did.
Okay. But, yeah, like I
What
said,
if we went and saw Batman and it sucked? Because the entire thing was green because their projector was messed up. So I'm thinking the whole movie, oh, it's got this weird green tone. Like, I get the Riddler, but Jesus.
yeah.
And then Dustin goes, no, everything that was green was supposed to be red.
Yeah,
The flare was green.
Yeah, I picked up on how bad it was as soon as he broke the flare, and it was like bright green. I was like,
It looked like Green Lantern green.
Hold on a second, that's wrong. What happened here? And also, that's the first time that the Into the Spider-Verse trailer, that was not a part of the trailers for the other two viewings I saw. Yeah, so that was not a part of the trailer, but for where we saw it in Kentucky, they actually had the Into the Spider-Verse part 2. I think it's Into the Multiverse or whatever. But we got to see that trailer, so that was cool.
I think it's something, I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty good. I love that trailer. Spider-Man 2099 looks sick in it. Oh, you want to show off the cards? You can show some of the Marvel Masterpieces.
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking to Mark Rock City?
Yeah, Mark said you saw the variant edition of
Yeah, but I think he was talking about something about John Jang. And, Mark's the Jang Gang? Zhang Gang? I don't know. Xianga Gang.
Just show this one and be like, this is not even close to the biggest book you picked up.
That's whatever. Show it.
I'll show you guys one Nick picked up. This is literally the bottom of the barrel of books Nick picked up. Like,
the least expensive too?
Least expensive, bottom of the barrel,
Tattoos and
like, who cares book that he picked up. And out of all the books he picked up, like, this is one I would like to have because I love the Hobgoblin.
I'm excited about though because I love that character now that I'm reading it.
Yeah, so even though Nick told me, like, the Hobgoblin, like, when have you ever heard the Hobgoblin being any good? Like, Hobgoblin's cool, dude. So this is literally the bottom of the barrel, lowest of low of books he picked up, and it's a newsstand. So stay tuned if you're for what Nick picked up. Yeah, tattoos are in there.
Tyler, check if you're still here. Tyler, check your Instagram message.
Your egg. Then Nick picked up. So I found these. Nick picked up a big portion of the 1994 Marvel Masterpieces trading card set.
How's you killing me, man? My nose itchy.
And these are the, well, there's actually a card here. This is the Hildebrandt Brothers 94 edition set. So, pretty cool set here. I'm pretty sure somebody already came through and pickpocketed or picked through it and took all the really, really big ones out.
Honestly, I thought I saw Hobgoblin and it turned out to be Demogoblin.
Yeah. See, so like there's one missing here.
It's fun.
There's still some cool ones in here, though. I mean, the Galactus one is really, really good.
Is there any good Spider-Man?
I don't know if there was a Spider-Man. The Black Panther looks good. Black Cat's here. We got the Beast. We got Apocalypse, Archangel, Cable. Oh, they're all in alphabetical order.
I'm looking for a really good way to display cards. Some of my Dragon Ball Z cards. I just don't know how to do it.
I bet they took the Spider-Man ones.
Probably.
There's Spider-Man 2099.
That one's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the only Spider-Man in here, bro.
I bet you it was right next to the other one.
Yep. The Thanos looks great. So does the Thing. I have a print of that I bought recently for $1. Vengeance, Wolverine. So no Spider-Man, but pretty decent.
No Batman.
No, Jusco didn't do this set. This is the 94 set by the Hildebrandt Brothers. Jusco did the first set, the original 1992, I believe. 92 or 93. That was the Jusco set. That's the set everybody wants. That's the first one, I believe.
Oh, man. What else can we talk about? What else do you guys want to talk about? Because we have 3 hours left.
I know I'm tired, and I already don't want to get up for work tomorrow.
We had some tacos last night.
That pizza was probably the best thing we ate all weekend.
Really good breakfast. This morning we didn't have breakfast. We just had Panda Express. Our hotel room didn't stink as bad this year.
Yeah.
But it was still hot because it was like 30 degrees outside. So the AC was like putting out, there wasn't even air conditioning. It was like warming up that room. Stupid.
I tell you that now. Watch the video. Actually, my top 2 pickups were both Batman books.
I would say mine's the third most important Spider-Man book ever written.
Yeah, Mark. I got to talk to him in the lobby this morning when he was leaving. We were leaving at the same time, so that was cool too.
Dude, you gotta put that down.
I can't.
You got. I mean, it's disgusting.
I put his phone to sleep, so I had to lift it up.
God.
Had to lift her up. Can't help it, man. I got man feet, dude. I got man
He's
feet.
got con feet.
Con feet?
Even his feet aren't as bad as the people there. I mean, I just don't get it, dude.
Yeah, it's rough.
Wash the crevices, the crevasses.
Crevasses, man. With your fruity headlace.
Oh, man. I felt like Batman felt very sawish.
At times, yeah.
And that stuff super freaks me out.
Yeah. What did you think when, like, that first scene, and he just, and there's Riddler just in the back, like, creepy as hell, just being a creep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like scary thriller stuff. It's really awesome.
Yeah, he definitely is. He definitely is. I understand him wanting to wear his suits and be all like, I'm the man. But I don't know. Like, I feel like people that are coming to see him, like, they want to see, like, dude, put that green mesh shirt on and a green do-rag and be Tommy. Be Tommy for us, bro.
I wish John Favreau would go to a con.
That would be awesome. I would definitely have stood in line all day to meet John Favreau. And I would have been like, welcome to the Octagon, son! Like, you want to go to Applebee's with me, man? Come on, John Favreau, let's go to Applebee's, bro. You remember that one? You asked me if I want to go to Applebee's with you? Yeah. You want to go to Applebee's?
I think he might be the one person. Like, I always said Todd McFarlane might be the one guy that I would want.
Favreau would be cool. I feel like Favreau would be the most, like, down-to-earth dude ever, too. Like, I feel like he's the kind of guy who probably gets up in the morning, walks to the kitchen in his underwear and some, maybe, like, his socks, and just makes him a bowl of cereal, picks his belly button, and sits there and eats his cereal like a regular dude.
I would assume probably 99% of people probably eat like normal.
But I'm saying, like, he doesn't have a manservant go get his food and bring it up to him, and it's, egg whites and steaks and stuff. He just probably, like, walks in, grabs some freaking Cheerios or some Free Pebbles, and there it is.
Why is Kentucky such a massive state? Yeah, I think I would love to be.
I think Favreau's too big to do Comic-Con appearances, though. That's what I'm saying.
What do I do when he's like 90?
Oh, look, there's the Corvette assembly plant.
Yep. They invite a lot of the big Corvette guys to come up to these things.
I mean, a lot of these people don't really need to do these things anymore.
I don't know, man. Some of those actors down there do.
Yeah. It's crazy, like, so if anybody on here watching is a wrestling fan, and you're an AEW fan, and you're of the opinion that AEW is somehow superior to WWE, that is incorrect. Their world champion was there at his booth by himself. Not one person in line. Not one.
Goku and Chris Sabat had more people.
Well, there was literally nobody in his line. I mean, not one person. Zordon from the Power Rangers had more people in his line than the AEW World Champion. If Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar was there, you wouldn't be able to get close enough to that line. So, yeah. But I thought that was interesting. Justin seemed surprised. I'm like, well, dude, it's AEW. Like, I understand that there's a small, group of people, all things considered, small, that think AEW is superior, but I was like, here you go, firsthand, you're seeing they're not. Adam Cole's little puny behind was standing there by himself. Nobody cared.
He's about Dustin's height.
Dude, he's like this big around, dude. I could fold that dude up like a lawn chair. But, yeah, so that was interesting. But I saw Karen Ashley while we were walking into the con day one. She walked right by us on the street. I'm like, that was Karen Ashley. So that was cool. I saw Zordon. We got to see Todd Packard from afar. Packard, Pac-Man! Woo!
I'll buy an AF-15. I've decided in my head. That makes sense.
It does not make sense.
Why?
Oh my God, there's no way. It's a lackluster book, dude.
What would you do if I just walked in one day and, like,
I really wouldn't care. Like, it would not. Like, I care that little about Spider-Man.
but I'm just saying, like, it would blow your mind. Like, holy crap, he has an AF-15.
Not entirely.
Blow my mind. Thunder Buddies! Dun, 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 dun.
Spider-Man is second rate at best.
Your mom's second rate at best. Oh, what up, Stephen Curry?
New to comics. What would you recommend trying to read Spider-Man as of now? I've been reading Nick Spencer's run.
So, I have never, and so this is a long-winded answer.
I am not a Spider-Man fan in the least, so I'm not the right person to ask.
I
But
was never a Spider-Man fan up until I decided recently, because I've been reading a lot of different things. I was like, I read some Todd McFarlane Spider-Man in the 90s and stuff like that. I'm like, I want to go back and read Spider-Man and read it from the beginning. So starting January 1, and I haven't been able to keep updated with the videos because personal things going on, but I started reading all the Spider-Man from January 1, 3 issues a day. I'm up to mid-250s right now. And honestly, like, the early Ditko stuff is great. It's the first 30 issues. It gives you a really good foundation, like 38, 39 issues, I think. And then you can skip to, I mean, all of it's really interesting, but, like, if you want a good foundation, you know, Ditko and Lee, that's it. That gives you the best foundation of, and I'm reading it digitally on Marvel Universe app on my iPad. But then really Roger Stern picks up really good, and I don't remember the exact number, but that's really good. But if you look at a couple of my videos that I've done so far, Jerry Conway's runs have been pretty good. But if you go back and you kind of watch their shorter videos, you can kind of see what my opinion have been so far on them. And it's kind of like
Conway, the guy that invented, came out with Punisher.
and killed Gwen Stacy. Terrible person.
He's a terrible person for sure.
But those are some really interesting reads. And then as far as, like, modern runs, I haven't gotten there yet to be able to tell you. But a lot of people. I've read all of. That's what really started. Is I read all of Ultimate Spider-Man. That's a really good if you wanted like a really cool overview of Peter Parker's entire life in a shorter run, like 100 and some issues. Now there are a lot of things that are altered because it's the Ultimate Universe, but there's still very much some really cool similarities, and it's still a really good read.
Oh, are we back?
Yeah, they just got you guys. All right, Dustin, would you rather own a Hulk 181 Forever or fairly priced.
I don't really care for either book.
But you got to pick. You have to. That's the whole point of the question.
I guess the 181. I guess the 181 just because of Wolverine. But I hate the controversies that surrounds 181 because, in my opinion, it's not the first appearance. And I'm just that little of a Spider-Man fan that I could care less, honestly.
If he would actually read it, he might enjoy it.
Vince says Spider-Man's lame. Agreed. Yeah, for 181 though, Rock City is not. I mean, nobody buys 181 for Hulk. It's because of the first, which is actually the second appearance of Wolverine. But
Hey, quick bit of trivia. What is the first comic book to use black light ink in it?
we have 45. Look at this stack. These are all Panda stickers.
Panda!
I mean,
That's like $15 worth of stickers, dude.
I got enough Panda stickers to choke someone with. Oh, right on. 180. That's the first appearance of Wolverine.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
The fact that it's not whether or not it's the first appearance of Wolverine is not arguable. Whether or not it's the more expensive book, the book everyone wants. No, it's not.
180 is a cameo.
No. Cameo is an appearance.
Nope, it's a cameo.
Still an appearance.
It's a cameo.
See, this is why you guys didn't get a live stream Saturday night.
He just cameoed. Technically, film number 2 would be the first, or 4. 4, 2. Whichever film book the Wolverine's in would probably be the original.
I don't count that because there's no context, no story. For me,
I don't know what you count.
For me, it has to be in a comic book with some kind of context, canon, story. ASM 299 is the first appearance of Venom. Previews do not count, so
I agree there.
Wolverine. If you're spending loads of money on that stupid previews book,
But people are buying it, so
that's yeah.
I
But
think
I think it's the stupidest, most asinine thing that you could do. But you do what you want to do with your money. But you're still wrong. It's not a first appearance. People are just doing that because it was on a YouTube channel, and they think that whatever happens on that YouTube channel is the Bible. But it's not.
It's the Bible.
On the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy. Nice. Right on.
I think I actually had that one in that not classy collector. What is it? That
no, 299. 299. Venom's on 2 different pages. Full panels. Speaking parts. Talks to Mary Jane. Tells her his name. You get a full visual of him out of the shadows. 298 is where he's not. Is where he's in the shadows. 299. He's not in the shadows. 300 is because people like the cover, just like Hulk 181. People like the cover. And Nick's just trying to piss me off so that we can end the stream because he doesn't want to be on here anymore, which is why he tried to piss me off Saturday night so we didn't have to do a Babylon.
What up, Serge? I'm not done anything. You're just taking stuff so personally today.
Well, when I know what you're doing, yeah, it starts to piss me off.
Let it roll off your back like a duck.
Be a dick.
I can still disagree with your appearances and it be a conversation.
You don't ever disagree with that, though.
No, because I don't want to get this conversation with you because of the way you act about it.
No.
It's 300 and 181 all day.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We're rolling out.
What up, Serge? We're not. We're staying right here.
No. Okay, well, you can talk to him. I don't want to talk anymore.
I won't get in a wreck by reading comics. Don't worry. I thought you had full body shots as Venom in next issue, Andre. Yeah, but that's just a cameo.
Have you ever read 299 or looked in the back of 299? Go look at it. I did a whole video on these.
No, Spider-Man Unlimited with the preview of, is it Spider-Man Unlimited, Spider-Man 2099 preview?
No, it's that stupid Amazing Spider-Man 354 or something like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't count as a first appearance either. It's literally a preview.
But it is technically like the 3 comic pages, right?
Yeah, but it's a preview. To me, it's no different
No, that is different than a preview, man.
than what they put in preview catalogs when they show like they'll put 3-page panels or 3-page previews in previews catalogs. It's still a previews catalog. Like,
not really, because it was in a comic book.
Yeah,
that's a bit of a stretch to me. I think
if they're going to give you that, then
because a preview magazine is not the same as a comic book.
Yeah, but he only shows up at the very last page of the pages they show in there.
Okay, so now you're saying because it's a cameo in a comic book, it's like first appearance?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, why are people considering that to be a first appearance when it's a preview? And even in the preview, he's only on one page, but we're not going to consider 180 to be a first appearance or 299 to be a first appearance. Oh, because it's whatever book we have the most of sitting close by that we can sell and bump up, or because of the cover. There's no rhyme or reason for any of the crap that goes on in the market. It is all a bunch of just dumb crap 99% of the time. I think it's all stupid.
All of it? What's the most stupid thing in comic books?
Funny things.
What? As one of his favorite current comic books is what is it called again? Crossover?
Doesn't make up for the dumb shit he's doing in Hulk.
I like Hulk, so
We're wrong there too. So
like I genuinely enjoy all of his comic books except for the endings. I'm just gonna stop reading the endings.
you never listen to fortune cookies because they're stupid too. Your positivity will become a catalyst for change.
That could absolutely be good for you. I forget positivity vacations for stupid people.
That's right.
Hold on. I can't. Can you read that to me? I can't read it. We're gonna wreck.
Yeah, he basically just said the same thing I do. There's no consistencies with what's a cameo, what's a full appearance.
So just buy it all. Buy it all. And yeah, dude, enjoy your 300, enjoy your 180. It doesn't matter what the market says. If you think it and you like it and that's what's important, buy it. Collect your way. Except for previews, because previews magazines are stupid. Unless you, like, I have a Kanto. The first time Kanto ever appeared in print was a local comic shop magazine.
That's something that
I know it's not a comic.
But you say that though, and that makes sense. You said the first time the character appeared in print, but that's fine.
Napkin they drew on.
It's not the same as saying, "Oh, this is the first appearance." Like, and I just think the whole cameo thing is dumb anyway. Like, if they're in a comic book and it's a part of the book, if them not being in that book changes that story or that's the first appearance. If Wolverine does not show up at the end of 180, it is never talked about, has no value. They mentioned Weapon X several times throughout the story, hinting at it, but he's not there. The way I look at the books, the book is nothing without Wolverine appearing on the last page and giving his full name, he's from, showing his entire costume.
It was an inaccurate costume.
How?
Because of the way his gloves were drawn.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't give a shit about that.
Well, I mean, it's the truth.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to care, but maybe a market you care.
I don't care what other people care.
That's okay. That's fine. Nobody says you have to.
Okay, so then why are you bitching about it?
I'm not. I'm just saying. Maybe people don't care what you care about.
Then why are we sitting here talking on this live stream?
I'm just giving you counterpoints to your argument.
I don't ask or need any of that.
I am not forced to do anything.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So I agree with all the points. Better cover, story, bearing, spent the money on ASM3. I think ASM 300 is still a really cool book. ASM 180 is still a really cool book. Or ASM 180. Hulk 180.
Hulk 180 is a much better story than 181.
The fight?
I like the story as a whole better than 181.
Wow. That's a pretty cool fight. And I like it whenever later they kind of like redo the fight in giant size. Is it giant size Wolverine? Or something like that, where it's one of the, I forget which exact book it is, but he rips Hulk in half and throws him on a mountaintop. What was that? Yeah. I thought it was a pretty good little read. The one thing that got me is I kept calling him Wendigo, and it's Wendigo, right? Oh man, I don't know if Spider-Man 300 ever be one that really soars. It's always going to be a good, consistent book. Which is crazy because of how popular Venom is. Same thing with Deadpool. He's super popular, and that book's never been like, you know.
The most it got up to was like around like 5.5, 6,000 for a 9.8 newsstand. But it's back on the rise now. I bought a copy last month, 9.8, for, I don't know, $500, $600 less than what it's selling for now.
This road sucks. There's only 2 lanes now. There's a bunch of cars on it. $15, little man. Oh, man. So what are you going to buy at Huntsville?
I don't know. Huntsville isn't like Lexington where there's that, we know there's that one big booth. You never know what's going to be in Huntsville.
Well, you know Jeremy's going to be pretty consistent.
Yeah, but he's a little too hot for me sometimes. Jeremy puts his books up, but he doesn't really want to sell them.
Yeah, there's certain books he does that, like that Avengers War.
Yeah.
Of course, that wasn't a bad price last year.
He definitely doesn't actually want to sell the majority of his books.
Josh did the same thing, though, with that annual and some of these other ones.
Josh doesn't want to sell anything.
Hey, we already had that conversation, Tyler. Maybe you're behind.
Yeah, apparently I'm wrong and you're wrong too.
No, it could just be of a different opinion. It doesn't have to be black and white.
Everything's black and white. There's no gray.
There's gray.
No.
Just like it's good to be
That's what's
kind.
wrong with our country. People like you thinking there's gray areas, Nick.
There is.
That's what's wrong with the world now.
Okay.
There's right, there's wrong in the story.
$20.99 regardless is a good read for a while. And it kind of gets weird. But I like the character. Really cool suit. It's a Day of the Dead suit, which I never knew. Fun fact. And then when you read it, you'll get to the part where it's like, that's Maestro. And you're like, man, I really want to read Maestro. And then you'll go and you'll read A Perfect Future. You're like, dang, that's really cool.
I hated that.
And then I loved it. And then And then you go from there to reading everything about Maestro. And then you're like, oh, Old Man Logan, I need to read that. So then you'll go read all of that. Then you'll, I don't know, what did I do after that? So I read the next Spider-Man 2099.
I know Mark really likes Maestro.
Maestro is awesome.
He's a big Maestro fan.
There's a couple different versions of Maestro, but
I think electric cars are stupid. That's what I think.
I think I would have bought a Tesla when I bought this current car if I could have actually gotten one then and not wait a year.
There's a lot more people just not driving than there is going to be driving electric cars. Average price on them things are so expensive.
They're
No
releasing
way.
it consistently right now with gas vehicles. It's just hard to find them. There are a lot of brands putting them out. Like the new Ford Mustang Mach-E, you can get a version of it cheaper than this car.
I just think that electric cars, the whole idea is stupid to me.
It's okay.
I don't need anything from you. I was asked.
Well,
I gave my
opinion.
thoughts. Okay, well, you talk to them. You don't talk to me.
So, my opinion on it is I think they're fantastic. They're very functional. Probably not the best for long road trips, but for everyday use would be wonderful. That's my opinion. Yeah, but like I said, I wouldn't take it on a road trip. It would be just literally for around like just everyday use. But I mean, yeah, what's better than like literally being able to pull up into your driveway or your garage, plug it in, and it's filled up every single day for you. And it's consistently cheaper than gas prices, especially now.
I don't have a charging station at my house.
They're only a few $100 to put in.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
And the tax rebates, I don't know if they still have federal ones, but certain states.
I'd be embarrassed to drive one.
That's okay. I wouldn't be.
Where is this coming from, Tyler?
I think he just wants to get you more pissed off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even go down that road, Tyler.
I'll give you a secret. I'd give it a 0.5.
Here's my thoughts on it. During his first term, there was a bowl of cereal sitting next to a brick wall, and then a bird flew over it. And right as that was happening, I got a phone call. And on the other end of that phone call was Bugs Bunny. And he was telling me that the color blue is only 18 shades from being orange. But if you multiply that by 7, you get purple.
Pretty sure you pulled that directly from a speech. Anyways. Oh, man, there's so much traffic right now. We did see a guy in a Tesla just driving down the road, hands-free, which I don't like that idea of hands-free driving. I think that's, wow, not into that. And people have been paying like $8,000 for that feature for like the last 5-6 years, and it still is just in beta. And only certain people have access. And now it's a $12,000 function, but yeah, I think what Elon Musk is doing, just his innovations as a whole, is incredible. Starlink, all of that, just nuts.
I don't have a problem with him. I like him, but I'm just not a fan of the idea of driving an electric car. Or an electric truck, I mean, like.
Without getting frustrated.
I don't think I can feel like a man driving an electric vehicle.
Well, I'm saying, like, functionally, what is the difference?
I don't
You go from point A to point B on 4 wheels. There's functionally no difference. It's just one is powered by electric and one is by gas.
They don't have any sound either.
That would be fantastic. Riding on the road for 5 hours, that rumbling gets annoying. I mean, even gas automakers, they do everything they can to try to soundproof the.
Nothing that will ever change my mind. I will never jump on that train.
Dude, I love watching those videos of Tesla owners going like 0 to 60 in like 2 point. You believe Tesla broke like serious track records for speed?
What's up, D-Mats?
What's going on? Hey, Volkswagen Beetles are cool, man. You never see them anywhere, though. When's the last time you got to punch somebody? Punch buggy. Never get to do that anymore. Or
I almost
PT
got to punch
Cruisers.
somebody last night.
Cruiser Bruisers.
I was really close to getting. I almost worked my way into a fight at the movie theater. That was exciting.
Oh, I've had a PT Cruiser for a while.
Yeah, since you wrapped it around a tree.
No, she's rearing somebody.
Oh, that's right. It was no Andy hit a tree.
I didn't hit a tree. Somebody hit my front right, and then we ended up in front of a tree. Yep, never been in a wreck. That's my fault. Tyler, any fun whack hacks coming?
You know, Kevin Bacon drove a yellow Volkswagen Beetle, and I thought that was pretty damn cool. Maybe his wasn't yellow. I can't remember. I think it was yellow. That's pretty good.
Oh, man. See, look, this made an hour and a half go by
It
so
was like
fast.
it was like literally every single woman over the age of 96 were all staying at this hotel this weekend. It took us an hour and a half to catch an elevator yesterday.
Oh, my God. So Justin and I almost literally passed out from laughter.
I was so pissed.
So listen to what happened. Yeah, it's the Daughters of the American Revolution, and I have no clue what it is. But apparently, like, you have to be able to trace your lineage back to the American Revolution. And but yes, literally, it was like a bunch of 90-year-old people, and it was everywhere. So Dustin, myself and Justin, we were all waiting on elevators, and one finally popped down, and there was enough space for maybe one person, and Dustin was closest. So I was like, hey, jump on there real quick, take it up, and on the way back down, make sure it stops for us. So Justin and I keep sitting there. Literally, like 20 minutes later, it comes back down, and Dustin is in the front right corner of this elevator, smashed. I couldn't even see him. I thought he had gotten off.
I'm literally gagging on the smell of old women perfume and mothballs.
There's 50 women in full-blown Hillary Clinton pantsuits cracking us up, and that stops. And I'm like, what happened, Joe? And I just see Dustin barely squeeze out of the corner. I gotta get off.
I'm like, I'm coming out. I'm like, get the hell out the way.
Because I'm taking the stairs. This is ridiculous. And
Justin, so pissed.
And Justin and I could not quit laughing at how hilarious this was. Oh my God! It doesn't sound funny. Get off your phone. As we're streaming. But yeah, dude. I mean, Dustin hopped, just ran down them stairs. Justin and I are like laid out on the floor.
Like literally 2 hours before the con closed, we were trying to get back over there and enjoy the last little bit of it, and all these damn old women is just in the way. I'm like, why don't some of y'all take the stairs?
Dude, it was hilarious. And they were super sweet, like most of them. But oh my gosh, it was
way too much perfume going on in there.
But it was very weird for them to have that, plus all the Comic-Con convention.
Yeah, the hotel was completely sold out, I found out this weekend. Yeah.
Now we booked when we did. But it was so funny, man. There was not a funnier moment. Other than when Justin ate a sandwich with a fork and knife, that was weird.
That pissed me off so bad I left.
I don't know why it pissed me. Dude, that was a big old deer.
Yeah, got decapitated. They probably had a big set of horns. Somebody probably cut the head off of it.
That's crazy.
I'd stop and yank the horns off a big one.
Huge.
Yeah, who eats a sandwich, like a regular sandwich you'd make a house with white bread and bacon and cheese and lettuce and egg, and he's eating it with a fork and a knife like it's a steak. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? It's not bad enough. It's not bad enough that the guy won't pour milk into his cereal. He eats the cereal dry. He pours it into a bowl and eats it dry with a spoon and then drinks his milk when he's done.
Sandwich your way, I guess.
No.
What else?
What about when Justin thought you were taking late night dirty Snapchat pictures of him?
I'm laying in bed reading Spider-Man, took a screenshot of Hobgoblin, and Justin they had been asleep for almost 2 hours. And he goes, "Is that necessary?" And then just goes back to sleep.
Actually, it was probably more like,
And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It cracked me up. Oh my gosh! But nothing like what happened in September happened. Nobody got naked and put on a Mandalorian helmet. We'll show pictures. That forgot it happened. How do you both? I guess Justin was pretty drunk that night too, wasn't he? Yeah. Pretty toasted. Yeah, dude, it's weird.
no, that's not how he does it, Rock City. Nope.
It's funny. But we had a good time. It was good seeing Justin. He'll be back with us in Huntsville in a few weeks. So it'll be good. He forgot his pillow. His pillow's back there. Guest appearance of Justin's pillow.
Huntsville starts on a Friday this year?
I think so. I don't know if it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Can't remember either.
See, Justin was drunk. He's here. Justin, I think we're just going to throw out your pillow and buy you a new one. We're going down the mountain when she comes.
I was literally stuck to an air mattress all weekend.
Sticky air mattress. Look, he could have
It was
slept
still sticky last night. I don't know how that happens.
Get off of your phone. He's got a headset on. I know, it's stupid. How are you going to wear noise-canceling headphones while you're driving? Watch, he's listening to us. You want to get off your phone while you drive. Anyways, no, I'll probably, yeah, it was just me drinking coffee for most of it, Kyle. It's still up, I think. I don't think I took it down. But I generally get up a lot earlier than they do, and then I go downstairs, drink coffee, and which is weird because I never like am the earlier riser. I was getting up at like 7 o'clock my time. Yeah, we all found out we hate brown liquor still. That was, I thought I was going to vomit.
Yeah, Nick's the only one that couldn't get it down.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Had some of the most amazing donuts you'll ever eat.
The donuts were good. Justin, how far away are you? Are you home yet? He wouldn't join the live stream, but he'll watch it and text.
He said he doesn't have anything on his phone with.
Oh.
In his electric car.
No, this is a hybrid.
That's stupid too.
It's okay, it's your opinion. Time to work. Oh, so maybe he's already home. That's why he's on.
Burn fuel. Make exhaust clouds behind you.
Most cars nowadays don't even do that.
I love the smell of like an old 70s truck, the way it burns fuel. It's the best smell ever. He's straight home and already working? God almighty.
Dude, he's going to pay for that modern comic book he picked up this weekend. The most important modern comic book of all time. What would be the most important modern comic book?
I still think Turbo 1 is.
That's not really modern, though. That's like bronze.
No, it's outside of bronze. It was 82.
What year does bronze end?
I don't know. According to CGC, modern starts in like 74.
I'm talking like post-90s.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure bronze. You guys, what year does bronze comic books end? Be great if I don't have to Google it, but
I don't think you can say it's the most important one at this point. I think everybody's speculating on it being that.
But there's not another definitive comic book more important. Name one. Yeah, 85 is Bronze Age.
Every time I've called it a Bronze Age, I was told that it's not a Bronze Age, but
Who told you that?
I've been told several times. I forget who all it was, but it's been multiple different times, different shows. But I think that the age of comics is also another thing that's not definitive. You can get different answers all over the place on the internet and who you talk to and all that too. I think Walking Dead did a lot for the indie scene with like reigniting indie comics. Everybody's looking for that what's the next Walking Dead going to be in indie comics? That's why Something's Killing Children's gotten so big. It's always been said that could be the next Walking Dead, or this could be the next Walking Dead.
TMNT number 1 came out in May of 1984, so it is right there on the cusp of
84, not 82, yeah.
modern. Yeah, but I think 20, 30, 40 decades or years from now, I think it's going to probably be where it's at.
Again, yeah, it's speculative that it's going to happen.
Yeah, but even definitively now, I guess there's not really one, but a brand new Spider-Man for this new generation that is actually popular, not some gimmicky bullshit.
It's gimmicky.
No, he's not rebranded just to be rebranded. You know what I mean? Like, he adds something to the conversation, and it's not just like X-23 is not just, okay, here's basically just the same thing in a clone. You know, although I think X-23 is a fantastic character, and the stories, the comics are wonderful reads. I'm a true fan. Has there ever been like somebody taking up the Captain America mantle? But that was a stupid question.
Everybody has.
Yeah, that's what makes it unimportant. There's only really two true Spider-Men, Miles and Peter. But you ever noticed how Peter Parker's like never a part of like the Spider family? It's like Spider-Man, Miles, all the other ones. And Peter Parker's like hardly ever even a part of that conversation. Spider-Man 2099, but that's like that was gimmicky. I think they're just trying to protect. Like, it's like because there's no way they can push Peter Parker out. Spider-Man is the most popular thing Marvel has.
I think they're trying to push Miles out in front.
Oh no, I don't think that's the case. Because like I said, Peter Parker is still like the Peter Parker Spider-Man is the most popular, valuable thing to Marvel, without a doubt. I'd be like saying they're trying to push Batman out of DC.
I'm not saying they're trying to push Peter out. I think they're trying to push Miles out to the forefront, though, for the new generation.
Well, they maybe like work, but I don't think they're trying to like replace or like anything of that nature.
I think that's where a lot of the speculation is coming from. Is people think that Miles is going to take over and replace Peter. All right, Kyle. Yeah, man. I'll see what I got going on. Saturdays, we usually have baseball games all day, but I'll see if we got any that weekend.
What did Eli say? I can't see.
It just depends on the actor they cast.
Oh my God! If it's Will
Smith,
it's gonna crash.
It's gonna crash.
It already dipped a little bit when that news came out.
Jalen Smith would be an absolute horrible casting.
Yeah.
A young Michael B. Jordan would have been absolutely awesome.
No, they really need somebody who is has the similar like heritage, right? Because that's what makes him so appealing to cross the board to so many different folks.
I just wish they would hurry up casting. I got a short box of books I want to get rid of.
You know, Prowler sucked in Spider-Man early on, by the way. His uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, his first few stories sucked.
Yeah, I got to get my Ultimate Fallout 4 and all my Miles stuff graded pretty soon. I don't want to have to worry about my stuff being at CGC or sitting in my house when they announce that. The day that happens, there's going to be a big old sale on Two Brothers Comics Whatnot. Ultimate Fallout 4 starting at $1,000. Might even sell my chair.
Yeah, the chair's over.
Yeah, it's definitely time to replace it.
It had its good 2-year run. You always just cut the pleather off of it and just lay it over top of the chair you get next.
I think I'm over the Miles chair. I want to get something Batman or something like that. Something cooler.
You already next year we are to read all Batman together. Golden Age on. I just got to get through Spider-Man. I've already read a good bit of it, but rereading it. But that would take us 2 years to read all of Batman and Tech. And
You'd have to just take one of the other.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it would make more sense to read Tech through first or Batman, because Tech originally, right, was the big deal. But then Batman is obviously the more prevalent now.
Although Tech Comics has a better story going on right now.
Well, currently, yeah, but we've already read a bunch of Batman. I mean, I've read several hundred issues already. Not several, I would say a couple hundred.
Yeah, but you're talking volume 1 though. Like New 52 is volume 2.
Yeah,
We're on volume 3 right now.
Legacy numbering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think volume 1 Spider-Man's only like mid 400s, and then it like renumbers or some stuff.
I got a first Spider-Punk this weekend. First appearance of that there spider. Them there Spider-Punks, as Bubs would say. I think he's going to be the next one.
Spider-Punk?
That'll get in the Spider-Verse universe. I think he'll be the next one that'll be in there.
He might be one that they just kind of like Peter Porker and just kind of throw him up in small role.
The character looks really cool, like even out of costume. He's got a mohawk. He looks like he's a total dick. Like from what I've seen, he looks like he's just a total douchebag. I kind of like it. See, that's a Spider-Man I can find some similarities with.
That's what I'm saying, but Peter Porker is that way. Like, he's running around calling everybody fat.
I don't like Spider-Man because everybody likes Spider-Man.
I didn't either, but...
Like, universally, everybody likes Spider-Man. So I don't like that.
Like, dang, we missed out.
I don't know. I mean, I like the Negan stuff, but outside of that, I could do without everything else they did.
You live in the comics, everybody love it. It's okay to like things people like.
I don't like to be a part of that crowd. But nobody cares about Walking Dead anymore, so now I feel like...
We like donuts, and everybody loves donuts. Jeez, we're in traffic.
Pretty much the same reason why we never liked the Bulldogs.
Yeah, well,
We've always used to be that way, too. Whatever everybody else loves, we're just going to hate on it.
This is some BS. Ooh, can you smell that?
He just hit his Jake brake when he jumped in front of that truck. That's what you're smelling.
Man. Reminds me of working with that.
Burnt brake dust is not a good smell.
So, guys, in the comments, what would you like to talk about? What would you like our opinion on? Or is Tyler just
Because I'm going to give you my opinion, and then whether Nick agrees with it or not, he's going to give the exact opposite one just to try to be a douche.
I don't know about one time. I genuinely think electric vehicles are great, and I would buy one. I tried to buy one. I just couldn't get one for like a year. And not because it's like saving the earth or anything, because they're just as
You
bad.
just like whatever the new fancy thing that everybody
No, I
wants
think it
is.
genuinely is a great substitute, and it's functional, and it's affordable, like cheaper. Gas is $4 or $5 a gallon. It makes sense. Is Walking Dead any good? Dustin, you answer, because
The TV show, not at all. The books, yes.
the TV show is good up until like for like the first couple
Until they
seasons.
get the new director in there, and she just decided to, never mind.
But like as soon as Rick, like the season before Rick leaves, it kind of just sucks. There was the season where Negan beat Glenn's head in, which is not a spoiler because it's been out for years. And it was like after that, it just kind of went downhill. But a lot of shows are like that, man. After 12, 13 seasons, like Arrow was good for the first few seasons. Fantastic, and it kind of sucked. Flash.
The Arrow's problem was they kept redoing the same storyline. They never did a different storyline. They just changed up who it was happening to.
And like the Flash, the same thing, because it would go from, it was just literally over and over again. Barry, you don't trust us. If you would have let us help, we could have made it better. And then he goes, I'm sorry, and everybody cries. And then he does it again, and then again, and then again, and then again. And it just got, wow.
Yeah, I never had any interest in Flash. Flash is another character that just doesn't interest me.
Barry Allen's still the best.
Was he in the show?
Yeah, he was the main character.
Wasn't he gay in that show? Which one of them was that? I think there was. I thought there was. There was definitely one of the characters in the Flash, one of the main characters, was a gay dude. I can't remember which character it was.
I don't remember. Not any of the seasons I watched. Arrow.
Maybe I'm not thinking of one of the Flashes. Maybe it's just another character in the show that I can't think of the character.
But Arrow was
Stephen Amell? Really?
yeah. They did something weird where like
I hated that. I liked the original character that Speedy ended up taking over the mantle of. The red guy.
oh yeah.
I liked the original guy. I didn't, when they added his sister in, I was like, was Speedy always a girl, even in the comics? Or did they gender swap that? I don't know much about Green Arrow. Arrow and Green Lantern and Flash, those are characters I don't have interest in.
Man, I read the Green Arrow. Oh, what was it? The Jeff Johns run of Green Arrow was great. I enjoyed that. And then his Justice League run was great.
Arrow or Lantern?
Sorry, Lantern and Justice League.
Yeah, I don't know. Lantern just, I don't know.
It's an interesting concept, but it's like it's a really cool like self-contained little universe. If you like the cosmic-y type stuff, it's pretty neat. And the artwork in those books are just beautiful. Superman and Lois. I've not watched any of that. I kind of, like I said, that was kind of whenever I stopped watching, when Supergirl and Superman and stuff like that. Because that's whenever they did that last crossover with Arrow. That last season was weird with all the flashbacks on Arrow too. But Daredevil, be cool to see that one come back.
Still haven't gotten through season 1.
Oh, it's so much better. You know, in Spider-Man, what's his name was supposed to have a line in there talking about how his memory was a little foggy because he was Foggy Nelson in the Batman or the Ben Affleck Daredevil. That movie. So the new Spider-Man, I watched it a bunch now. I bought it when it came out on digital, and it's gotten both better and worse the more I watch it. If that makes sense.
I just thought it was okay. I didn't see it being groundbreaking, earth-shattering, worth all the praise it was
Use the
getting.
right 2 lanes to take exit 50B to merge onto I-40 West toward Huntsville.
I could watch it again, and I guess I would be fine with it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to put it on.
I've never rewatched any of the other ones. This is the only one I've rewatched.
No, you talking about Spider-Man? I thought you were talking about Marvel movies in general. I was like, no, you're lying your ass off.
Oh yeah, I've rewatched a bunch of those. I own a couple.
I rewatched all the Spider-Man movies except the Tom Holland ones before that movie came out.
I tried to rewatch the Maguire one, but whenever I rented it from Amazon Prime, it was terrible.
In 1 mile,
Like the
take
quality
exit
was so bad. It was.
If I had to pick a Tom Holland one that I was going to watch, it would probably be the one with Mysterio.
I didn't like it much.
But I don't know.
Did not like
His
it.
movies are very forgettable to me. I think the biggest reason No Way Home is going to be memorable is because of the other 2 Spider-Man.
Well, for me, I cannot stand what you do with Ned Leeds' character because he's not that cool in the comics or even important. And then this weird, greasy wig.
Flash Thompson is literally the worst. Like, that guy is literally the worst.
Like 40 years old.
MJ, absolutely the worst.
She's the worst, like, girl out of the
Any
Gwen
of the
Stacy
movies.
movies.
She's horrible.
Not my
Horrible.
favorite. I don't know.
For 29 miles, continue straight.
To me, MJ is supposed to be like supermodel attractive, like wildly out of his range. And I don't see it with her.
Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. Super excited for that.
Yeah.
Only
That's
because
one-
Scarlet Witch, and I
that's
am
one,
such
like-
a fan of that.
That's one, like, we're definitely going to have to, like, one of us is going to have to travel so we can see that one together.
My movie theaters are running for theirs.
That's it.
You've been to mine. Have you ever been to mine? Oh. Yeah, we got one up here that's
MCG is pretty great. You have seats that recline. They're way wider and bigger than the ones we were in yesterday.
Like, it would be okay if I had more space because I felt like I was being hugged, but because you and I were so close, like,
Which I had to be because the guy next
No,
to
I
me
know.
was so
but
close.
then Justin was so close to me, so I felt like I was getting a
Yeah.
bear hug sandwich.
And if you set the seat all the way up, like, it was really bad.
Yeah, and those were heated. That was the only thing that was going for them.
I
didn't mind it.
I don't like heated seats at all, though.
But I do want to X-Men number 4 now because Scarlet Witch. I forgot how much I really like that character, so I need X-Men. Maybe I can
We had
sleep.
like 6 of those yesterday.
I know. I need to go down first. No, I'm not. I was excited for Morbius because I'm actually a fan of Jared Leto and some of the movies he's been in, and I actually enjoyed his Joker take. Like, I get it was different, but like I do think he's a solid actor. But after seeing the reviews, apparently it's been pretty horrendous, and now I'm just trying to like stay low hope. So the question is, are you guys excited for Morbius? Because that's what's important. It's behind my lighter fluid.
Why do you have lighter fluid?
Why don't you have lighter fluid is really the question.
I don't have a Zippo anymore.
I have 3 Zippos and a hand warmer. Never know when you might need to get one.
Well, it's not working.
You just should plug it on. Oh, that's recording. It says, last elephant Santa gave Ellie. When we were moving, I didn't know what to do with them, so I just kept them with me. It's not working, is it? Oh, well, we end up having to close it out once it does. It should be working, I don't know. Let's try unplugging me and see if it works for you. Oh, I don't know. Alright. Well, you can go ahead and unplug it just in case I messed with the audio.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, put it away. Jeez. Hold on.
Wait, still is it?
Give it a second. I'm about to plug it back in. Hit deny. Now?
Oh no, it's just flashing.
Maybe it's just not powerful enough. I don't know.
It's weird.
What is Tyler saying?
Still think Morbius will be okay. I don't know. I like Leto a lot as well. I'm hoping it's better than the Venom movies. I like the Venom movies.
Me too.
Didn't have any problems with them.
Zero. Like, I wish he wasn't so funny and more graphic. But yeah. What up, Two Gun? Can y'all still hear us? Can you still hear me? Pancake. I can't even do that guy's voice. I swear to God, that's the most funny video I've ever seen in my life. I'm high as a kite. Oh.
Because I'm intrigued. Oh.
I got it right on his face when he did that too. So
His hair is what killed me. He had a Deuce Bigelow look to him.
he was awesome. I genuinely God, he was such buttonhead too.
Yeah. He would have been cool to go out and have some drinks with after the con. Why didn't we do that?
He probably would have been like, "This is really weird." I wouldn't have wanted.
I don't know.
What else?
He's not giving deals on comics, I'll tell you that.
No.
We hung out with him, we recorded with him, we did.
We were playing
He
that.
brought people to his booth,
Yeah.
and he still gave me $10 off.
Yeah.
I was like, well, really? Like, I guarantee you, if you bought that $20,000 Turtles one he had, he would come off $20.
Yeah. Probably charge you for shipping it, even though he's just giving it to you. Something. If Jim Halpert is Reed Richards in, yeah, dude, I really think.
I don't think we're gonna get Doom in Multiverse of Madness.
No, I don't think we will either. But what do you think? What do you think of the John
I think
Krasinski?
Krasinski would be cool for sure.
Yeah.
I love John Krasinski.
He is a much better actor than I think. Like, I wish we could get more movies with him. What he did is
13 hours.
no,
it
see,
13 hours.
or whatever his movie was that was quiet. Like, his acting with saying next to nothing was.
I loved him in that the military movie he did.
Yeah, I know. That was good too.
Was that 13 hours?
It might have been.
I think it was 13 hours. It was him and Pam's ex-fiance.
Ooh.
Dude, we totally saw Packard yesterday, Tyler.
There's nobody in line. That's the one to go see.
He's like $45.
That is crazy.
I'm not paying money to meet people. Sorry.
He just stalks them in the elevators. Oh, man.
No night this week. Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it really this week? That'll be good.
I haven't been as excited for that one. I mean, that trailer looked cool, but it's not one I've been like counting down the days. It's not one I've been counting down the days.
And see, I'm not so pumped because the Moon Knight director was talking crap about Shazam because Shazam was true to the comic book legacy in the lore, and he was upset about that. I'm like, what?
What?
Yeah. It's like, why would you be upset about that? That's the reason why Halo's dead on arrival, because you have showrunners and writers that, well, we didn't even reference the game. We want to make our own thing. Well, then make your own thing and not call it Halo, because that's not Halo. Stupid. Ruining my childhood favorite things. I've never been more mad about
It'd be like going to a Mortal Kombat movie and not represent anything from the game. Like, you're literally just pissed off any and everybody who loves that franchise.
I have no interest in Miss Marvel, but again, it's not pointed towards a 30-year-old man. It's for 15-year-old girls trying to get them involved in superheroes. I mean, call it what it is, you know.
I also have zero interest at all. Will not watch it.
Like, I may try it, but like I'm not just as.
I don't do Disney Plus in general though, so I think most of the shows on Disney Plus are horrible.
I've enjoyed them all.
Yeah, I think if somebody besides Disney was doing them, it would be better.
I thought Loki was really good, actually. Apparently, they're doing a Loki season 2, but there'll never be a WandaVision 2. She said no, she's not doing it anymore.
I hated that Kamala Khan was the forefront of the Avengers video game. That was so stupid, man. I couldn't even keep playing it. I was like, I did not pick this game up to play with Kamala Khan. I picked it up to be the Avengers. Like, you get to be them, like, every now and then, but the majority of it is, like, you're Kamala Khan. Like, I don't want to do this. And I thought it was really sneaky that they called it Avengers. You should have called it Kamala Khan and the Avengers.
That's why you never hear anybody talk about it being good.
No, I don't think most people thought it was good. I know Tony, he was super excited about it. He's a big gamer. And he was like, what the hell is this?
What?
I didn't realize that she was just Spider-Man.
What do you mean?
Like, instead of webs, her hands just expand and reach out and grab stuff and shoot web slings with her hands.
She's the same as Mr. Reed Richards.
She's like a Reed Richards Spider-Man clone.
Well, not in the show. In the show, they removed her powers and changed them. Because she's technically an Inhuman, right? And she's not.
I don't know anything about her.
I think she's technically an Inhuman.
Same thing with America in Multiverse of Madness. Like, people are specking on that so hard. Like, I think it's already flopped. Her figures are the only ones sitting on shelves in most places, not selling. Like, all the Multiverse of Madness stuff at the places I've been, and I've seen other people talk about it too, so I purposely went and looked. Like, there's like 6 of her sitting there, and all the other ones are gone.
I'm excited to see evil Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I'm pretty intrigued by that.
I just want to know who the Illuminati is going to be. I don't think Submariner's going to be in that Illuminati, though. I don't think it's... Well, he was a part of the original Illuminati, but I don't think we're getting the original Illuminati from the comics. I really don't. Which I wouldn't expect them to. I mean, they have... Nothing else that they've done, really, has been...
Tyler, you know what we think?
extremely accurate to the comics. A lot of it's been because they didn't have the properties, but...
You know what we think? I was commenting on it the other day.
Hey, we ride with Todd, bro.
Long story short, it was blown out of proportion. Nobody actually listened to the full interview. They just read stupid articles. Yes, he did say that he gave a story about a little boy becoming a serial killer if they got a girl toy. I think that's just a 60-year-old man trying to be funny, and it just wasn't necessarily a great thing. But what he's speaking to is just based on pure sales data and his facts. And if you're upset by that, go buy more toys that you want to see, so that but again, if you have an opportunity to make a few figures a year, you're going to make as many that sell as much as possible versus being forced to make.
If you're only able to make 3 DC Multiverse figures a year, they're all going to be Batman or Superman or Flash. Like, that's just what it is.
But again, it's not just, he didn't just say female figures. He's talking villains and monsters, and those just don't sell as well. When we go look at figures, there are a ton of Godzilla figures sitting there, and all the monsters and the clowns, and it just is what it is. There's still Wonder Woman 84, like massive stacks of them at my Target. Both Targets, 3 Targets in Huntsville.
It's like the new line for the Batman. I see the Bruce Wayne figure. I see the Riddler figure. I don't see Batman. I saw the Catwoman, I think, but the Batman one is the one that's gone.
And like there was toy people at the thing, they have all the Batman and you know the big name figures up on the wall, and then they had the monsters and some of the like unknown figures and some of the newer female figures.
It's like I see people bitching all the time on the Hasbro Lightning Collection Facebook group. Why do we keep getting Tommy figures? Why is it they only do Tommy figures? Because he's the franchise, bro. Tommy, Jason David Frank is Power Rangers, bro. And they're not stupid.
It's literally just business.
They put the first one out in a 2-pack. It was inaccurate, so they said, oh, that's fine. We're going to redo that figure, get it right, and sell it to you again. Not only that, but we're going to sell it to you again with a different box that you can only get at Target so that you go buy that one too. And then we're going to do the Zeo Ranger, and we're going to do Lord Draken, and we're going to do the Black Dino Thunder.
They fixed the fingernail painting on one of them, right?
That was Lord Zed.
They like did 2 Lord Zeds.
Well, the second Lord Zed that was more accurate, they put him in the 2-pack with Rito. But, you know, it's like why they keep getting pissed off because they keep redoing different Mighty Morphin Power Rangers lines. Well, it's because nobody cares about Power Rangers in space or Lightning Speed, whatever. Like, bro, MMPR is where it's at.
And just because there are people who buy these villain figures and monster figures, great, but they may still not sell as much as others. So you sell what sells the most. I mean, it's just it is what it is. That's why we picked the exclusive we did. We could have went and done one for, you know, some like
we could have done an exclusive. We had a list of about 30 or 40 Image titles we could have done an exclusive for. That was the only one that made sense, and even that one was still a risk, and we weren't 100% really satisfied with that one.
And it cost us more to do it because of the page count.
Yeah, because it was an oversized book.
So
Money,
I think you know,
money talks, and everything else walks, bro.
And he spent the entire interview talking about how he does so much for the fans, and you know he doesn't increase his prices on comics or toys like everybody else are doing. Right. And then he makes one bad story, which he was just trying to be funny.
Here's the thing: how many of these people complaining and whining and crying actually even buy the toys the man is making? I guarantee you, it's less than a quarter of them. It's just people wanting to find a reason to use other people's conversations and quotes to put themselves in the limelight and be like, oh, I was the one that got Todd McFarlane canceled, or I was the one that, you know, started this, you know, Rage Against the Machine on this, you know. These people don't actually participate in half of the crap that they're talking about.
Todd McFarlane is like, and Todd McFarlane's been as progressive as they come in comic books. Look at what he did with Spawn and stuff. And I mean, and then people are gonna crap on him, but whatever.
And if I'm Todd McFarlane, I'm sorry, I'm not changing my business model to make a couple thousand people feel better about themselves. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to lose money so you feel better about yourself. That's just not how things work.
Remember, this is a Kickstarter, and it has She-Spawn, Spawn, Gunslinger, and then what was the other one? Medieval Spawn? Oh, bro, I'm buying that stuff. I actually got
They did a Gunslinger already.
Not in the Kickstarter, big format.
Oh, the big one? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, but if you did it, you'd probably just end up ordering like 8 She-Spawns on accident.
Like last time?
Yep.
Bunch of artist-proof bullshit. I bet you, I need to go on eBay and see if I can rebuy some of those. I'm telling you, man, I was so mad.
I know Skeff sent all the comics in and got 9/8 on them. He just bought the comics from people. He didn't buy the figures.
But I still don't know why Power Ranger sells. I mean, it's kind of stupid. Oh, that's what Justin and I were talking about.
I think I'm going to start a campaign to cancel Dragon Ball Z, dude. That seemed like that very character. I've never seen him in the forefront of anything.
But they actually do. All the cars, exactly, Goku and Vegeta, just and vegetables. Like they did Broly and then Khalifa, cauliflower. But yeah, it's hilarious. So, and they're really cool. But in all fairness, Goku is actually voiced by a female. Did you know that? In the Japanese version?
I don't know nothing about any of that.
Same thing like Ash is voiced by a female. Except that's in the English version. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, wrestling action figures. You don't see a whole lot of the female action figures selling too crazy. I mean,
But the thing is it's not like he singled out females. He said
Yeah.
females, monsters,
well,
villains.
yeah, but people, that doesn't fit the narrative, though. You have to take the pieces out that are going to work and get that out there so that that's all people see. And people don't want to actually go do the research and see what actually was said or what actually happened.
I listened to the whole thing, and man, it was such a, like, from a business standpoint, like, listening to his business perspective, you're like, man, Todd is a really upstanding individual, and when it comes to taking care of his customers and looking out for them. And he's like, look, we lose a bunch of my
For a card stock variant. Yeah, charge.
I don't know what the heck happened. Oh, there's Dustin's hand.
Stop it. I don't know if we will or not. That was a lot of work. I don't know if I want to mess with it again, honestly. That was just a whole lot of work. And honestly, the payout just wasn't very much.
It would have been okay if we weren't splitting it amongst 4 ways, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And it didn't sell out either, so I don't know. Just to pat our ego and say we had our logo on the back of a book, I don't know.
I still don't even have a copy.
Well, we've got plenty.
Yeah.
The coolest thing that came out of it was being a part of Deegan's first cover to me.
Bought more of his artwork.
Yeah. I don't have any of Deegan's artwork, but I think it's because,
It's basically Spider-Man.
yeah, he hasn't done anything that I dig.
Spider-Man.
And also, I see Deegan every week, and I see his artwork every week. So every time I walk into my comic shop, it's everywhere on the walls. So
With that Roblox, you guys sent out a Spider-Man print with it.
yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that. I'm gonna have to send out that whole thing in like 3 different shipments.
Well, you ought to see, like, if they make small enough poster tubes to slide down in a medium flat rate box.
Use the lift to keep left onto ice.
You can ship in a poster tube. And if thing's small enough, you should be able to roll it up and not damage it. People ship prints like that all the time, so it should be acceptable. Keep left.
Well, it's free, so I should be able to fold it up as a paper airplane and still be acceptable. That's one thing that Diamond does all the time. I think it's so stupid. When they ship posters to stores, they fold them into 12 square folds every single time. So it's like completely useless by the time the shops get them.
What's funny is Josh paid to have this really nice DC backlit poster frame, and they refused to send him any posters, so he just started putting Marvel in. He has that Moonlight cover.
Yeah. I remember that. I know what you're talking about with that backlight frame. I need to get a poster for the new Batman movie to put up in the frame that I have the Dark Knight Rises in.
Coming around the mountain when she comes.
Oh, I've still got 4 hours of driving today.
Well, at least you have to drive both times this time. Last time you drove for like 8 hours. This time you just got to ride with your stinky feet. Take you a nap.
Can't do that.
Tell you what, though, it's helped pass 2.5 hours doing this. I feel like we're the Bueller bus.
We did a video, an update on how it's going. I haven't watched it yet. Of course, he's been on the road for like a month, but he's still in Oregon.
Hey, Oregon's a big place, man.
He was right there where he lives. He was having coffee and stuff with Bob and everybody.
Bob.
Like, dude, you should be halfway across the country by now.
Hey, that sounds good.
What?
McDonald's. I don't know why.
Ugh.
Thanks for the pictures.
Actually, I was sick again last night. I don't know what the deal is with the food in Lexington, but
He's just eating crazy hours, up and down, and I woke up with the biggest headache I've ever had in my life, and we didn't even drink. I don't think there was one alcoholic beverage yesterday.
the shots.
Well, that was Friday we did it.
I think it was yesterday. Oh, no, it was Friday. I bought that disgusting margarita yesterday that I didn't drink. That was just nasty. The one I had the first day was really good. I could have probably drank 10 of those.
Oh, you can see my phone. Hey, look, this is where our bender passes.
Wearing it.
Yeah. Get off my tail, dude. We can't go any faster. There's somebody in front of me. I will lock it down. You know you're from the South if you hear that. I will lock it down.
You just jump over here and then jump in front of that Jeep, then jump in front of that truck, and then jump up in front of the other car.
But then I could make the person behind me frustrated for driving slow. Do a Waffle House?
See, you live your life to frustrate people.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You just said that.
No, I just said in this scenario I couldn't. Now I'll get over it. Pass everyone. Shoom, shoom. And the speed limit reduces to like half of what I'm going. Going around the mountain. She comes. Yeehaw! She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Well, I think we're in Tennessee. Hey, nobody ever got our trivia. What is the first comic to ever use black lighting?
I wonder if that was true. I mean, he seems knowledgeable, though, so.
How many times is Spider-Man's strength that of a normal human? Or let me rephrase, because this is how it says it in the book. That of a normal man.
100?
No.
10?
Nope. Coming around the mountain when she comes. Ooh, I thought we were about to.
It would have been awesome if that car would have swung itself right into that concrete barrier. Trying to be a smart aleck.
Do y'all ever look at the cars you're passing in the window to see in their eyeballs what they're doing? I try to make eye contact and mess with people, but they don't.
I just try to look and see, like, most people are just doing dumb crap on the road. I like to look and, like, let's see if this person looks as stupid as I think they are.
Especially when you swear that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just got over, and now the truck's getting over. I hate when that happens. All right, let's go, fellows. Start to get hungry.
Yep, still driving.
Still driving. Except now we have audio and video. It's about 5.5 hours today. Still got an hour and a half to go.
It sucks we'll probably never see that guy again to get him to do full color on any of those.
Yeah.
I guess I could roll it up and put it in a tube and send it to him, but he didn't seem like he was a big fan of doing that.
He was raising hell in front of that dad with 3 kids.
I was looking on his Instagram. He did some Rocky and Mr. T. He did a couple of other movie ones that I thought were really, really cool. I bet he would do a cool Avatar. I'd like to see him do a full color Avatar. I don't think we're ever going to get a part 2 to that. At this point, why? Why would you even do it?
I think it's just content for sure. And they filmed them all kind of at the same time simultaneously.
I think the first one came out like 15 years ago.
I think it was 2012, 2011.
No, I think I was still in high school when it came out, I thought.
Was it? Maybe it was 2008.
When did Avatar come out? First person to drop the answer wins nothing.
No prize will be sent to you soon. I mean, a literal, like, nothing, not the Stanley no prize.
I will write your address on here and my address is return shipping and just mail this panda sticker to you, just like this.
But no stamp, so it don't have to be sent.
I'll put a stamp on it, but it's just going to go like this. Not going in an envelope or anything. Wonder how it would look when it got there. There's no way it would make it. It's so small.
What, chicken butt? We're about to get lost again. Signal's getting rough. Coming around the mountain when she comes. Yee-haw! Well, finish this coffee. Time to stop for another. Hello?
I have to start the process of looking for a new truck this week. That sucks.
Buy the Ford Lightning.
No.
You can literally use it as a generator on your job sites.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, that'd be
It's
awesome.
not my job to provide
2008, okay.
power. Okay. So yeah, it's at this point it's been almost 15 years. They dropped the ball on that one. They should have had those movies out 2010.
That Joker raced. I mean, he had to be going 110 miles an hour to get past us that quick.
You do have a way of pissing people off to the max.
No, he came way back there. I had nothing to do with that.
Sometimes you make me want to just drop my car off a cliff.
Your driving sucks.
I would have already been there by now.
Exactly. I'm driving safe.
You drive like an old lady.
I drive very safe. Speed check. Hands up. Like the hand check.
I'd buy a Ford Raptor if gas wasn't so expensive. That'd be cool. Not extremely practical, but be badass.
Good looking couch.
Oh my god, it's horrible. talking about?
Just thought the pattern was neat. Like, I would never own it, but I just thought it was a neat pattern.
Well, that thing's at least 8 years old.
Oh, for sure.
It's probably been wrapped in plastic most of his life, sitting in somebody's grandma's yard or
House.
living room.
Like, yeah. I think we should bring back the plastic wrapped furniture.
That's the dumbest thing. It makes no sense.
Oh my god, I love it. Dad had he still has his chairs plastic wrapped. His dining chairs? Yeah, I don't get it either. You know, the Batman, though, I really don't like what they did. I just still don't like the fact that he was the Riddler, basically, because he told jokes, but, like, I don't know. That wasn't my...
I like that he was more serial killery.
I didn't like that.
People are supposed to die in Batman.
That's fine. I'm totally okay with that. But, again, like, the Riddler can kill people and stuff, but, like, that was just... Yeah, he does say that. That's why it's still just a cameo. He also appears in Web of Spider-Man 19, I think is what it is. His hand. I'm almost at that point where Venom's going to become relevant.
What is this Spider-Man books and how relevant is it truly?
Ice cream? Well, if you scream ice cream, we can go get ice cream. Oh my god, how are you going to be in a red Ford Mustang and go slow? And a GT at that is probably still stupid, like a 6-cylinder.
GT is an 8-cylinder.
Well, he probably just put a
6-cylinder
badge on it.
A 6-cylinder doesn't. It only has one exhaust pipe. That's a 2-to-2.
One MPG? Okay. And you're not even going really fast. I'm going faster than you in my Explorer. Come on. Are you going to have like a cool car and a cool license plate tag?
People that drive Mustangs usually drive like a freaking
Nut job.
total a-hole. They do in Atlanta anyway. You can tell if somebody drives like an a-hole. Yeah, it was mine first.
What do you ever do with that thing?
I don't remember. I think he sold it. That thing was nasty. It wasn't like it wasn't super fast. I mean, it was fast, but it wasn't like crazy fast. But it sounded like it was gonna just tear the asphalt out of place.
I hate it when you would crank it up.
I loved it. I loved how loud it was in that deep tone.
You think they came through and burned all this?
Yeah, control burning.
It just randomly stopped. That seems like an accident. It's like, that just didn't make any sense for it to be just in that one small section.
It should have been somebody threw a cigarette out.
Crazy. I know people do that in the front lawns.
They do it a lot in forests too. They'll do controlled burns, burn out the bottom.
Well, that's why California's on fire, because they quit doing that stuff. Because of,
They do it a lot on logging land too. They have to burn fire breaks.
what do you call it? Ozone. Tyler, what is your favorite comic book of all time?
Invincible.
He's probably going to say something dirty.
I think it's Invincible.
back.
Saga. I've never even opened Invincible, so I don't know. I don't feel like I would like it because it seems way too anime to me, but
There's nothing anime about it. It's Oddly's artwork.
I watched like 2 seconds of one of the shows because John made me, and I was like, this no.
Well, the show sucks compared to the comic. The show sucks in general because they ruin the source material, but it's up here over there.
I don't know. I find it hard to find joy in a lot of things, so.
We're in the mountains. We're over here by the Lower Elk River. That's a Tennessee name. Well, there's Upper Elk River. What do you think? Like a Middle Elk River? We didn't eat KFC at Kentucky this time. We'll be coming around the mountain. She comes.
You gonna do any content this week?
I mean, I guess this week we're going to be doing the Lexington videos. Gotta do the haul video at some point.
We do one. Nobody's gonna watch the other ones either, but probably get a few more views because they're shorter.
I might just get Justin to show off his 2 books and then put him at the tail end of one of them.
They'll probably be happy to show his on now. Babylon.
The Babylon!
We do it again in 2 months.
Well, the price of gas sucks. Is that a hawk or a turkey vulture? What you think? Kind of like a hawk.
I'll drive one of those new Jeep trucks, but it'd have to already be set up with a decent setup. Way overpriced.
Everything on Jeep is overpriced.
Yeah, Jeep makes a horrible vehicle anyway. Never found anyone that had one that I knew that ever had a good thing to say about it. Tyler's dad bought a brand new one. I don't know, it's been a few years back. He kept it for like a year or 2. He was in and out of the shop all the time. Hated it. He hated it. And it was a Wrangler, like a real Jeep, not one of these Grand Cherokees saying I'm a Jeeper.
let's talk about it. We need to use it.
All right, guys, we're out.
We'll Babylon later.